mean, the Cowboys are misappropriating fucking cowboy culture.
Exactly. I grew up in the country. I am deeply offended by that. If you're gonna use my culture for your team, be better than 6 wins.
Just to chop it all up, it's just the society that we live in, the culture that we are in today. This wouldn't have happened.
Society.
And the other thing was
cancel
like,
culture is prominent.
How is there a team in New York called the Jets when a jet crashed into the Twin Towers?
Jesus, Wiz. Fuck.
That's not where I was expecting you to go with that.
Hey, he's allowed to say it. He's Arabian.
Welcome back to Below 500. I am Gooch.
I'm Hunter.
And I'm Wiz.
I am not looking forward to this episode because Hunter decided to pull a stunt this week and hide our terrible 10 position until we start the actual list. So that's going to be god awful. And on top of that, I have worked 75 hours this week. So I have done even less than the normally almost zero research I do on a weekly basis. So I'm going to be struggling this week.
The terrible 10 is going to be bad.
Yeah, you know what's fun is that I still don't even know what I'm going to pick for terrible 10s.
Well, I was about to say, I think I know what Hunter's going to pick. And the fact that I've done not like just given it zero thought on top of what I think it's going to be, just, we're in trouble.
We do cheerleaders.
With that being said,
top 10 teams with cheerleaders.
We left an order of business off of last week's episode, so I'll let Hunter do some housekeeping real quick.
Housekeeping. Yeah, we got kind of a little too excited with the last episode. I don't remember why we did, but oh well.
We are ungrateful fucks.
We had like 4 restarts last episode.
That's probably why.
That's because Hunter couldn't get through the intro to save his life.
And I'm also drinking usually every episode, but I'm sober this episode. Remembered.
As am I.
God, are we turning our lives around?
Below 500 goes sober.
Not for long. So we got a new logo. Shout out to Chase, one of my friends. Chase Short. You can look at some other work that she has if you want to go and get your own logo. Her Instagram is MC Short Arts. And she also has a website for any inquiries. If you want to get your own logo, she does really anything with digital art, digital work. Her website is mcshortarts.com. And as well, she has a LinkedIn at MC Shorts. I butchered that. Sorry. MC Short Arts at outlook.com. Everything's pretty much MC Short Arts. Hit her up if you need anything. She has great work. She's real easy to work with, super compliant.
I will personally vouch for the customer service because Wiz was demanding as hell and she never got bitchy or gave us any problems.
I'm a little bit picky.
Especially whenever Wiz broke her heart, it made her feel sad at one point because she thought he hated it.
No, I just asked for a couple different versions. I didn't mean it to come off like that, so I'm sorry.
Look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm in love with it.
I love it.
She's really great to work with. She wants you to make pics, so she'll ask you every little thing. Hey, is this okay? She wants you to be happy in the long run. So really glad we did this. We're moving up in the world.
With that being said, our new logo is public, and the first person to send us a verified below 500 tattoo will get to be our first guest on the show.
13 episodes in, and someone's gonna get a tattoo. Oh my god!
I don't know why I was about to correct you and say 13 tapes.
It would be
13 reasons why.
It'll be Rowdy. We'll be having Rowdy on next week as a guest.
He's like, I've been asking, so I went and did it.
He'll just get below 500 branded on him.
Oh my god!
Fuck a tattoo, just get that bitch branded.
Right.
Okay.
We're on the up and up, and I guess so is Milwaukee.
Oh my
Milwaukee, the 2021 champions of the NBA.
I don't think anyone expected that coming into the playoffs.
I didn't expect the Suns to lose 4 straight.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people thought the finals would be close once they got there, the Suns and Bucks, but like at the start, I didn't give the Bucks a thought. Like I thought they were losing to Miami.
No.
Then I thought they were losing to the Nets. And I thought they were losing to the Hawks. Then I thought they were losing to the Suns.
Even though the Bucks were what, 2nd seed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were 2nd seed, but the underdog throughout the
No, they
entire
were third
finals.
seed.
Third seed, but they're still the underdog throughout the entire finals.
Well, so what I can't figure out, and this this goes for me personally as well, is why, like, how did Giannis become so generally disliked?
I don't know.
Like, he's not like a bad guy. Like he doesn't have he doesn't like bitch and moan like LeBron. He doesn't have like he's not like in the news doing crazy shit like a Russell Westbrook or something. He's like a good, genuinely just good dude, and including myself, nobody likes him. Everybody thinks he's a fraud.
Well, yeah, my dislike started with the media, just the way the media just sucked him off so hard. But watching him win the finals and show up when he's needed and just put Milwaukee on his back and win, kind of maybe like get rid of some of the hate.
Yeah, like it's gonna sound weird, but the hate's not gone. It's like there's this black pit of hate, and it's like a little light in the middle of it now. Yeah. But the reason I think he was so hated, like Hunter said, the media, I think the media had a lot to do with pushing him for those 2 MVPs. A lot of people think LeBron and James Harden should have won the 2 years he won. And a lot of other players backed them up on that. And they even won, I believe the 2 years Giannis won, they won. There's like some other MVP that's not official award they won. It's not the official, I don't know what it's called. It's like not the official NBA one. So people believed he shouldn't have won those 2. And I think that kind of stemmed the hate.
You talking about Associated Press?
Is that Associated Press? I believe something like that. Don't quote me.
Oh no, I zoned out low key, so I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I got a little rambly at the end there. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I zoned out very easy though, so
it's okay.
It's like last episode, I barely talked the entire time. Oh no, I wasn't drunk last episode. I just forgot because I was playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, you dumbass.
That's what it was.
Go.
I forgot all about that. Not today.
Well, shit. What's the next name? Oh fuck.
Chris Paul.
Okay, I have seen rumors of his ass like going everywhere. He might stay with the Suns. He might end up in Philadelphia. He might end up on the Lakers.
I'm seeing Heat.
I've seen Heat. Yes.
I'm hoping he just stays in Phoenix.
Before the season.
Why not run it back? If I'm Phoenix, run it back.
Okay, so listen. Mid-season, when the rumors came out that Chris Paul wanted 3 years, 120 million, I think, to end his career, I was like, okay, hopefully he just stays with Phoenix. But now I'm like, I want him to win his ring, no matter what it takes. I want Chris Paul to retire with a ring, put him on the Lakers. I'm done. Or
is that his best shot to win a ring though?
I mean, what team are you putting him on for the best shot?
Imagine him in
Phoenix.
No.
Or imagine him in Philadelphia.
I think. What do you mean? No.
I think a home. Okay. If you have.
They were 2 games away from getting a ring, and that's not his best shot.
Imagine you have 2 Chris Pauls. You have a healthy Lakers team with Chris Paul and a healthy Suns team with Chris Paul. Who's winning?
Suns.
The Suns.
Really?
They did it.
Lakers had more issues than just point
Chris
guard.
Paul.
Yeah,
I said imagine everyone's healthy.
Lakers had more issues than just point guard.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not fixing.
I think the
Lakers didn't have a bench.
They had chemistry issues too because
whenever LeBron and AD had to sit, Lakers got railed.
They had chemistry issues. They were bringing a lot of people in and out of the lineup. I don't know.
I don't know. I do feel like Lakers have a good chance next year, honestly. Just because of a bunch of rumors that are going around. Like, Lakers they're already going to keep Drummond. So that's Drummond, LeBron, and AD. That's pretty solid front court. And then DeRozan's willing to take a pay cut to go there.
And LeBron would have to restructure his entire salary to give Chris Paul what he wants.
Yeah.
No, they can sign and trade Schroeder and Kuzma and a couple picks, and it'd be even.
Oh, so
right now
give them even more depth problems than they already have?
Los Angeles views Schroeder as just a sixth man. So if they bring Schroeder back, which I doubt he'll come back as a sixth man, that's what they want him as.
No, he wants
Kuzma,
$100 million.
They're shopping Kuzma for Hield right now.
I saw that. Kuzma plus something else.
Yeah, Kuzma plus something else for Buddy Hield.
Who
then Dinwiddie, as well as Carmelo Anthony, also has interest in joining LA.
I think Melo would be nice for their depth.
So, I mean, with LeBron there, I don't think that LeBron would have to take maybe a small pay cut, which I doubted, just to build a bench. He needs to realize they need
even
to
if he takes a small pay cut, he's making like $44 million next year. And so, like, between
he just became the first basketball player to become a billionaire or something.
Yes.
He could take a pay cut from LA because he's making revenue elsewhere also.
Well, so my thing is, what the fuck was I going to say? Oh, between Anthony Davis and LeBron, like 75% of the Lakers' cap space is eat up between those two players. So I just don't see the possibility of adding a $40 million a year Chris Paul to that.
So, and you can only stay over the cap if you're trading. You can't sign over the cap.
Right. So either way, yeah, you do a sign and trade deal somewhere, but still, you're going to be over the cap on 3 players.
Yeah.
That's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
And we've already said that the Lakers have bench issues. You're going to have more. Like you're only going to make that problem worse. And that's the problem that probably cost you, if not a ring, like cost you getting deeper into the playoffs.
Okay. Real quick, make sure I'm not missing anybody. But these are all the point guards I've heard that the Lakers are interested in trading for. So you have Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield's a shooting guard.
Is he?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
He's a shooting guard.
Fuck that. Okay. But Kyle Lowry, and apparently if they get Kyle Lowry,
that's not a trade. That's just a sign. Lowry's a free agent.
Yeah. It's not interest trade, whatever. But if they get Kyle Lowry, DeRozan is interested in joining him, and they're both willing to take a pay cut, apparently, to both be on the Lakers.
I feel like Lowry goes to Philly. I don't know why.
I think Philly needs a point guard, like a real point guard.
Well, obviously. They're shopping Simmons.
Yeah. Could you imagine the Lakers with Lowry and DeRozan? They wouldn't have to trade. DeRozan's a free agent too, isn't he? Or is he still got one?
I'm looking right now.
He's a free agent.
And so Lowry just came off a $30 million contract, and DeRozan just came off a $27 million a year contract.
Man, I don't care who you are. I feel so bad for DeRozan being with Toronto and putting so much work into Toronto. And the year that you get traded, Toronto wins a chip.
And honestly,
I feel so bad.
They might win if he stays, in all honesty, because that team blossomed that year. Siakam, Fred VanVleet, so many guys got better the year he left. But did y'all hear Siakam is apparently done with Toronto too?
Why?
I probably Lowry's leaving.
I haven't seen that anywhere. I mean, Lowry barely played the end of the year.
Pascal Siakam. Let's see what it said. It said, considered available in trade discussion as Raptors weigh multiple decisions. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not him, it's Toronto doing it because Toronto's trying to go rebuild.
Did y'all see the Gardner Minshew quote that just came out?
Yes. Oh, that's real? Was that real?
Yeah. I just looked it up, and it's on blackandteal.com.
Oh, my God.
Real.
So,
just save that. Save for NFL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just read it now.
One last thing before, because I'll be done with the NBA. I think I mentioned another episode, but I can hate a team for years, but as soon as they lose, I can like them again. I told you I hated the Warriors for so many years, and now they missed 2 playoffs. I'm ready for them to win again. I'd root for them. And right now, I'd gladly have the Lakers win the title next year.
I hope they beat the Rockets in the playoffs so that I can play this clip back whenever you're pissed.
Yeah, no, I still have
There's one exception.
I still have Warriors hatred.
I do too. But
I was like 3
I'd kind of like to see Curry.
I will have Warriors hatred as a Thunder fan as long as Curry, Clay, and Green are still together on that team.
I'd like to see Clay come back.
As long as Curry, Clay, and Draymond are still there, I'm hating them.
Yeah, mainly Draymond.
I fucking hate Draymond.
No,
God,
Gooch.
Draymond is like the new Ron Artest.
The worst.
Okay, but anyways, swing back to this Gardner Minshew news. Via blackandteal.com, when asked about the upcoming, apparently there's going to be a training camp QB competition for the starting spot between Minshew and Trevor. Right. Well, when asked about the upcoming competition, Gardner Minshew said, "I'll say this, in preparation for the competition, I haven't taken a shit in weeks because number 2 isn't an option for me."
See, I never thought that was fake. That's just something Gardner would say.
That's fucking gold, and I thought I saw on brand.
At first, though, so I was like, "Oh, that's funny," but I did not
realize.
That is
on brand for a.
I wish his play would
Gardner
match his
Minshew
personality.
quote.
I really wish it would.
He is like, oh shit. What was I gonna say? He is like the Adult Swim HBO version of Baker Mayfield. Just with less talent.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny because that's very accurate.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I hate to backtrack and I hate to break your heart, Hunter, but I just saw something that Green has a strong desire to be picked number 1 by the Pistons, and
please,
Pistons are interested.
Dear God,
we might get Cade too. Just got to keep saying that on the episode, so I'll have tons of bits of Hunter being pissed.
Know what? I don't even care anymore. Like, the draft's next week, isn't it? What day?
Thursday.
God, why so late?
Yeah, why the fuck is it on a Thursday, though? Oh.
I'm off Thursday.
But why is it on a Thursday? Why?
I don't know. That's weird.
But, okay, we can get back to the NFL. I figured you'd like that.
At this point, I don't care. I'm warming. I've been warm. Oh, my God, Hunter, spit it the fuck out. I've been warming up to the idea of Cade because of what something Gooch said in the past about with him not having to be the primary scorer on the team, he'll flourish.
Mm-hmm. See, and I've
been warming up to that fact, but I still love Mobley.
I think Mobley.
I'm just not huge on Green. Why is he so he's from the G League?
Green, yeah, because he had a year in the G League instead of
why didn't nobody call him up then? Oh, instead of going to college.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was his year. He was on that special team they have for those players.
Got you.
But the thing I like, and the reason I hope we get Cade now, is because the reports have been saying that Green wants to go to the Pistons and not the Rockets, and that Cunningham wants to go to the Rockets, not the Pistons.
Yeah, so you don't understand how the draft works.
Yeah,
Detroit doesn't have to take any of this into account.
I know, but you don't want a player who doesn't want to be there.
I saw where Houston was also one.
It's a rookie contract. They're locked in for like a few years.
Mm-hmm. Houston wants to move up their second pick.
Oh, with
Eric Gordon. They want to package Eric Gordon and their second pick to move up.
I saw we were going to move
not the number 2 pick, but their second first round pick.
I saw a rumor we're going to trade the 23 and Gordon to the Pacers for the 13.
I don't know who they would pick. But I feel like if this would be the year to do it.
Oh yeah.
I just can't wait.
2 young top 15 rookies.
I just cannot wait for the Thunder to draft some European that we've never heard of.
Oh, you know what's going to happen
at 6.
You know what's going to happen.
I know. It happens every year.
That happens every. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Every year. I just know, like, whenever
who's that kid that's already some weird name? Poku.
I was about to say
they just call him Poku. It's like Pokushevsky.
Yeah.
Pokushevsky. Yeah, it's like every year I get the notification for the Thunder's first round pick, and every year I look at my phone and go, "Who the fuck is that?"
Wait, didn't y'all just trade Moses Brown to Celtics?
Yes.
That's sad. I really liked Moses Brown.
Poku was good last year, and the playing time he got.
And that's the thing.
Moses Brown
always end up being pretty good. Like, not really great, but like Cameron Payne, which I mean, he wasn't really like a draft pick, but he was good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Cameron Payne. He went to Detroit. He got traded to Detroit, and then all of a sudden,
Poku played well.
So ugly.
Darius
Mantis.
we got clowned for drafting Darius Basley the year before, and he's actually
I like Basley.
Yeah. And then who was the other one?
I regret dropping him in fantasy.
I can't. There was one more that I can't remember.
I
don't remember if we drafted Alex Abrinas or traded for him, but that was another one.
Towards the end of the season last year, when people started sitting and there was injuries piling up, the Magic and OKC, I was like just picking up and dropping their guys who were finally getting playing time, and they were all doing good for me.
Moses Brown, I still cannot believe that y'all got rid of Moses Brown because he was putting 20 and 20. He was easily he had so many 20 rebound games.
Yeah, there's really only like 2 players on the Thunder that are like untouchable for me right now.
SGA.
And that's SGA and Lou Dort.
Dort.
What happened to that one defender y'all had?
Andre Robertson?
Andre, yes.
He's been hurt for 3 fucking years.
Is he still there?
Yes. He got hurt in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook's last year with us. He's
on the Nets.
Tore his Achilles. Oh, we might have got rid of him then. I don't remember. But yeah, because he got hurt Russell Westbrook's last season with us in the playoffs. It was either his knee or his Achilles. And he had like his first 2 surgeries got fucked up by the surgeon. And then he didn't play for like 2.5 years. It took him like over 2 years to come back just to get back on the court after a knee surgery.
That's awesome.
Kind of like my boy Tyrod, that Texan starter.
Oh my god! Oh, speaking of the Texans, let's get back to the NFL.
Thank God, I was hoping somebody. I threw up the alley there. I was hoping somebody would caught on.
Hunter and all of us saw that Watson reported to training camp. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Today, and a lot of people are thinking that means there's a chance of Watson sticking around and hopefully starting week 1. He's definitely doing it so he doesn't get fined because it's $50,000 a day. And I personally think he's doing it because now he's this accused rapist, sexual assault guy is now on your field. So Roger Goodell's going to have to do something and probably suspend him with pay until this is figured out. So he won't have to report. We'll still get paid.
Well, yeah, see, there's reports that the NFL is not going to do anything about it until they find actual hard criminal evidence. Like they said, they have people working on it. But as of right now, there's no plans to suspend him, even though he's showing up.
I mean, the NFL suspend people for less.
Significantly less.
I don't know.
Yes.
Houston's already going towards Tyrod, starting him, even with Watson showing up. Tyrod's the opening day starter. And then throughout the season.
Who? Tyrod Tebow.
Houston reporters. But throughout the year, as Tyrod, or as they progress in Mills, they want to bring out Mills to see how he does.
Deshaun Watson.
I don't know how true that is. I've been seeing Houston reporters talk about it.
I just have to say that Deshaun Watson has the weirdest contract structure I've ever seen.
If they want Watson to recommit or to change his mind, now would be the time. Bring him in with a new culture. Show him that it's changing.
I saw that he is only reporting to avoid getting fined because he's still seeking a trade.
Yeah, I know, but this is like right now would be a time to change his mind. Show him that y'all are putting a different work and show him that the culture is changing.
Come on, Watson. We traded for Miller. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, man. We got you Nico Collins.
God damn it.
We intentionally drafted the worst quarterback in the draft so that you would know we're not trying to replace you.
Got Mark Ingram too. Come on. Got rid of Watt. You're the face of the franchise.
We got you David Johnson and Mark Ingram in the backfield.
Hunter, don't say Philip Lindsay.
And we drafted you 0 offensive linemen so that we can pay for another knee surgery.
Excuse me. They're already projected to have a top 10 offensive line next year.
Projected by who? You?
Okay. No.
About that. Thank you.
Watson helps his line's numbers because he fucking has to scramble all the time. They're an average line. They're not inside the top 10.
Marcus Cannon, Titus Howard, Larry Tunsil.
I know Titus Howard and Tunsil.
I know Larry Tunsil. That's it.
You know Marcus Cannon. He came from New England. He was stable in New England for years.
I thought y'all Y'all
And we also got
Tunsil. I thought y'all traded Tunsil.
No, we traded for Tunsil. We
Okay,
also got Justin Britt, which is one of the top.
Who did y'all
centers.
trade for Tunsil? No, was it DeAndre Hopkins?
No, it was
we
2
traded,
first rounds and a second.
We traded a cornerback, Davenport, which was a tackle, and then 2 firsts and a second.
Okay,
and,
I remember
y'all got
for Stills and Davenport and some other draft pick.
Stills is gone.
Stills and Tunsil. But we also got Justin Britt, he was a top center in Seattle before he got hurt.
Seattle's got a bad O-line.
It was whenever they were good.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they had a good O-line. It was before that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just
see.
The only thing that's keeping Houston from everybody shit on Houston is the whole quarterback situation. They have a decent roster all around.
Do you think any of the players like hate Watson? Like think he's guilty, and they're like, why is this fucking guy allowed on the field?
No, most of the players I don't know about that. I don't know with the whole situation. They're all standing by Watson. They understand it's a business.
Yeah.
I don't know
not
that.
Yeah, I don't think they hate him for that, but I'm talking about the sexual assault allegations.
I was about to say, so are we saying that the Houston Texans locker room supports sexual assault?
Here we go again.
If Hunter was the owner, they would.
This is why I mentioned I'm going to talk about Watson. Y'all are like, yes, awesome. Yes. Just for the content.
Watson's always a good episode. God.
Jesus.
Well, it's because you keep stepping in the same bear trap week after week.
Look, I don't care. I'm going to support my team, even though they make me fucking physically ill. I'm going to support them.
The Watson segment makes me as happy as his.
I almost said something that would have really tipped my hand to some big news that I'm assuming we're all saving for later in the episode.
Oh, yeah, we're saving it for the very end. But,
okay.
Another reason why I've seen people think that Watson's going to show up is to prove that, or to build his character back up. Think maybe that the whole situation has tarnished him.
Well, it makes him like way easier to trade for than like a player who won't show up to any team activities.
Yeah, I feel like if he was to show up and he was to play the season, it would mainly be because to build his character.
I don't know.
Crazier things have happened. So I feel like nobody can predict anything that's going on.
In other quarterback news, one quarterback shows up to training camp. Another quarterback may not show up to the entire season.
That escalated quickly too.
Because
oh my God, yeah.
Since as the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers saga continues to go nowhere, Rodgers is I guess calling their bluff on not trading him and being like, fuck it, I'll retire and go host Jeopardy for the next 15 years.
He's already got a job lined up.
I knew that was a threat, like for a while, but I did not know that sports books have him retiring. Was it this week or next week? Like, is the favorite
this coming week?
Yeah,
this coming week.
Is this coming week?
Him retiring.
And then I thought this was also weird. Him and Devontae Adams both posted the same picture to their IG story of MJ and Pippen.
Right. And so and everyone's like interpreting that as like saying that like he's gonna the last dance, but I don't necessarily see it as that, because the picture was nothing to do like directly with like the Last Dance series. It was just a picture of Jordan and Pippen, and everyone ties it to that.
Yeah.
I feel like what it was about was that Rodgers leaving and for Devontae Adams to hold it down his last year.
Yeah, it was like a handshake, wasn't it?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's
it was
what
like
I was
bumping
viewing
on
it
the
as.
court. Yeah, to me it just read straight up
cryptic.
As like farewell.
Yeah, I read that as Rodgers leaving, Devontae Adams staying, and then there's a linebacker also,
Zadarius Smith.
That's causing a bunch of drama. Also, it's like I feel bad for Christian. This whole Green Bay franchise is blowing up when nobody expected it to.
What did he say?
I love it. And if you like anybody who like pays attention to like Rodgers like off the field and in the press and stuff, even if this is him like calling their bluff to trade him, if they don't, like he will 100% retire. Like if that's like where his mind is at,
oh yeah,
he will not back down. Like if this is the route he's decided to take and they don't trade him, Aaron Rodgers has absolutely zero problem going through with this.
Yeah. And I don't know, I just have a fueled hatred for Rodgers ever since 2011. Or not 11, 14.
What happened at
2014?
Oh,
Watt got robbed for MVP.
DeMarco Murray got robbed for MVP.
Fuck off. We've already had this argument so many times. Watt had it was a historical year for Watt. It broke several record books. DeMarco Murray broke like what, one?
DeMarco Murray was the reason the Cowboys were 12-4. He was the best player on any team that year.
You realize that
we've talked about this too.
Franchise.
We've talked about this too. DeMarco Murray is not that good. And we all got like hard eyes for DeMarco Murray that year, when actually what happened that year was y'all had the best offensive line in the NFL, and they overperformed throughout an entire year, because what happened to DeMarco Murray the next year in Philadelphia?
Washed.
Okay, no. Jack shit. And he has not done shit. He had one slightly above average season in Tennessee since then.
Thank God, I love you, Gooch.
I will say,
God, I love you.
I will say he was used wrong in Philadelphia.
I feel like he only did that great in Tennessee also because who was his backup? Derrick Henry.
I don't know.
And he was in another offense that was like more tailored towards a strong run game.
Yeah, because they had Mariota as a quarterback.
It wasn't to the caliber that the Cowboys' run game and offensive line were that year.
I'm offended, just so y'all know.
Fuck off. I'm always offended.
I know.
I'm a Texans fan. I'm a Houston fan.
Yeah, and like I have very strong feelings about this because I got the first overall pick in fantasy the following year when he was on Philly. And guess who I drafted? Number DeMarco 1 overall, DeMarco Murray. And guess how many yards he had week 1? -6.
If I get number 1 overall this year, I'm taking D. Henry. Easy.
You want to hear? Easy. So this like was the season that like changed me into the fantasy football player that I am today. That year I drafted, and so my dumbass, this was my sophomore year of college, and I just made a public Yahoo fantasy league and opened it up to our entire baseball team, and Yahoo automatically caps the league at 20, and we filled it.
Oh my God, I can't imagine the waivers.
I had the first pick in a 20-team snake draft.
Oh my God. At least you got a good player. And oh, wait, no, it was DeMarco.
My dumbass drafted DeMarco Murray, and then with my second round pick, drafted Sam Bradford.
Oh, man. So I say you finished last.
I don't even remember the results of that season.
In order to win a 20-team league, you've got to, like, hit.
Okay. Well, that train goes by, Hunter. I'm going to defend DeMarco Murray real quick.
So he's like holding the airspace hostage.
Perfect. I got this. Okay. So he was injured.
Fuck you. I don't give a shit.
His first 3 years. But his third year, he played 14 games, had 1,100 yards. Not awful.
Average.
Then he finally played 16 games with that good O-line, put up 1,845 yards, 1,845 yards, and 13 touchdowns. He had a shit year in Philadelphia because of scheme. Then he went to Tennessee.
Who was the coach that was Chip Kelly?
Kelly. Yeah,
that's why I bought into that
up
Philly
the middle
team
running
so
back
hard.
Running screens.
Yeah,
every play. Like that's why. And then he went to Tennessee, he led the way for Derrick Henry to take over. So his first year had 1,287 yards, and the year after he had 659 while Henry took
splitting time with Derrick Henry. Yeah, so that leads literally exactly into what I said, is that he was a slightly above average running back that flourished one season behind an all-time offensive line. You take what was it 2014 or 2013?
2014 was.
You take 2014 DeMarco Murray and put him on any other team in the NFL, and he rushes for less than 1,500 yards.
Yeah.
I will put my life on it.
As I'm looking at this stats, they look worse and worse. His touchdown numbers were good from 2014 on.
That's easy.
His overall yards, yeah.
You can give. Fuck, I bet Frank Gore has great touchdown record or numbers.
But what I will say,
recent.
The golden rule for a running back is over 4 yards per carry. And in 7 years, he averaged over 4 all but 2 years. One of the years was in Philadelphia, and it was his final year in Tennessee before he retired.
Oh, y'all want this one? One of y'all mentioned, I don't see it in the notes. Someone mentioned something about giving like hot takes this episode to like write down and track. Well, this one isn't like a season-long hot take. This one might be like a couple year-long hot take, but I will put it on the record, and you guys can all, listeners included, shit on me for this. Frank Gore is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I mean, he's longevity. He's played.
Yeah, that's the only reason. His numbers are only respectable because of how long he's played.
That's why he's like the fourth.
He has put up middle of the road numbers most of his seasons.
The only time he put up great numbers was in San Francisco.
He just has a lot of seasons.
He has the most games played by any running back
because he's old as shit. And
now I'm saying like he's number 3.
I know. I'm just mad about this. I get really mad about this take.
No, it's fine.
He's also figured out like a cheat code for the end of his career. Now he's 47 years old. He just signs contracts with absolute dog shit teams so he can continue to start.
Okay. So he had his second year in the NFL. He had 1,695 yards. Other than that, his next highest is 1,214, and everything is lower than that.
And people legit think he is a first ballot lock for the Hall of Fame.
Is he still signed to New York?
Yes. Wait, to New York?
No, he's somewhere else. Is he still in New York?
It
doesn't say where he's in.
I can't tell. I don't know.
Real quick, while we're talking about veterans, there is a lot of veterans that are still free agents. I noticed it today. I wanted to like touch on it real quick. The quarterbacks was stupid. Like it was RG3 and a couple other people, which didn't really pique my interest. But like for running backs, free agents is Le'Veon, Todd Gurley, Duke Johnson, Adrian Peterson. Frank Gore's on a team. Adrian Peterson's not. That's just ridiculous.
Really? I thought Peterson was still the Lions' backup.
Wide receiver, there's still Golden Tate, Kenny Stills, and Amendola, which is better than a lot of people's wide receivers. Offensive line, you still got David DeCastro, Mitchell Schwartz, Jason Peters, Russell Okung. Like, I don't understand why there's so many veterans that don't have a team. Let's see, D-line, which is, I guess this is really just interior D-line. Jarrell Casey, Geno Atkins, Quan Short. On the edge, you got Justin Houston. How do you pronounce it? Olivier? Vernon?
I don't know.
Well, whatever. Vernon. Everson Griffin, Adrian Claiborne, linebacker KJ Wright, Quan Alexander. Cornerback, I mean, now it's kind of understandable why he's a free agent, but at the beginning, I'm shocked, it was Richard Sherman. And then safety, you got Trey Bonson and Kenny Vaccaro. Like, there's a lot of veteran free agents that still have enough gas in the tank left to perform at a decent level.
The Cowboys tried out Malik Hooker. He's supposed to be a pretty good safety. I heard.
He was on the list. I didn't include him.
It sounds like it's a done deal for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's why I didn't include him. And another one on the list was Nelson. I think Reggie Nelson was his first name was Reggie. I don't know. Nelson that's signed with Philadelphia. He was on the list also, but he just signed with Philadelphia today. It's insane. I would take a lot of these people on my team.
Yeah, your team's the Texans.
If it wasn't.
Okay, so real quick, I just found this to shit on Frank Gore some more. So he's played 16 years, and he has on the dot 16,000
yards. And so I was going to bring this same thing up. He gets hyped for being the third all-time rushing leader, and but he hasn't rushed in the last 10 years. He has rushed for 1,200 yards twice.
But okay, so what I was going to say is just for a few examples, in Zeke's worst year, he had 979 yards last year. Melvin Gordon's worst year at 986 yards last year, practically 1,000. Lamar Jackson had 1,005 rushing yards last year. So is 1,000 yards a season the golden standard for a first ballot Hall of Fame running back? Like, you have these two running backs, worst years, and a fucking quarterback who had 1,000 yards last year.
What was I going to type in? What the fuck? I was going to look something up. Oh, yeah. Never mind. All right.
This is where I start zoning out because I just don't give a fuck.
We're just piling on Frank Gore right now.
Yeah, fuck that. While we're talking about running backs and rushing and all that, let's go ahead and get our terrible 10s out the way. Top 10 O lines.
I knew it was gonna be this. Okay. I fucking knew it was gonna be this.
Oh, I was gonna I was planning on doing punter, but
let's do
just to fuck with y'all.
Fuck, I don't know 10.
Exactly. I don't know 10 punters either. I was going to fuck with y'all, but since we were on like an O-line rant this whole segment, thought we can go ahead and do.
And I have the number
offensive
10.
Lineman.
No, Hunter is number 10.
I do. I started off. I didn't think about that either. Fuck. Do I be a homer and start off?
No.
I'm not doing it. I'm not Wiz. Give me... Fuck. I should have. The whole time I was zoned out. I should have.
You literally had the advantage this whole week because of this stunt that you pulled, and you're gonna end up fucking yourself.
Hey, at least it means
are we agreeing on number 1? I think
I've got 2. Wait. Oh,
I'm gonna fuck up this list because I don't got nobody.
I know. Who I want.
I have
a
couple.
Okay.
Number 2 or number
and
1.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. We're at 10 right now, so quit jumping the gun.
Who goes after me?
Me.
Gooch.
Oh, Gooch. I'm gonna give you I hope you say this person.
At 9?
Yes.
I won't.
You said you were gonna take him at 10 the other day when we talked about possibly doing it. That's why I was like,
if y'all do that, y'all are fucked.
I'm not gonna do that. He's better than 9.
Dude, he deserves to be top 6 or 7 at least.
That's where I had him like in the 5 to 7 slot. But anyways, say something.
I'm trying. I'm looking at these teams and that's just giving me fucking blanks.
Gotta get my team logos up as well.
Falcons, Panthers, Saints.
I'm trying to think. Okay, who are the teams with good offensive lines? Think about that.
Right.
Wish I knew.
So these are projections, correct?
For this coming season.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But they have to have some sort of basis around.
Well, he's been better than this, but at 10, give me Andrew Whitworth.
Who
is that? He's on the Rams.
Yeah, he's on the Rams.
Ooh, I'm proud of myself.
He's been really good, but he's up there in age, so I'm gonna put him at 10.
Yeah, I'm thinking good O-lines. You have the Colts, Titans, Cowboys.
Ooh. Oh, this is a good Scooch's pick.
I've got someone at 8. I know I'm putting at 8.
I think I know who you're putting too. Ooh, I don't know if he's still there though.
Okay, so I have a question, and so this is not my pick. Is Michael Orr retired?
The blind side?
Are you talking about the blind side?
He won a Super Bowl.
Oh my god!
That I just asked a question. I'm looking at my logos, and I saw the Ravens, and a name came into my head.
I forgot he was even on the Ravens.
Oh my god!
Seems like I know more than y'all.
Obviously not. We know he's fucking retired,
dude.
I asked,
and he was never. He was good, but he was never.
He was never like He was a.
He won a Super Bowl.
Middle of the road.
He was a starter on a Super Bowl champion.
You know who else won a Super Bowl? David Carr. David Carr as a backup.
But
okay, well, he wasn't a backup. He was a starter.
I don't want to hear shit about. Well, he won a Super Bowl. David Carr won a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl as a starter.
Okay, there's 5 linemen, so you could be the 5th worst starting lineman of 32 teams.
Anyways, moving on.
Just make it. Don't come on. Stop stalling.
Okay, here we go.
Andy.
Number 9. What was number 10? Oh yeah, number 9 is. Y'all are gonna hate me. Penei Sewell.
Fuck you.
Oh, is that who you're gonna pick? Hey, I'll take him at 9. I don't care.
Oh, I'm pissed. I don't know who I'm picking now.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know who I'm.
I'm legit pissed. That was a real fuck you because I'm pissed.
You shouldn't have trashed my Michael Orr question.
What were you gonna put Michael Orr there?
Oh, I thought of another one that's like potential number one.
You know what? We said this guy's name earlier. I can't think of it. What's his name? Laramie Tunsil.
Okay, that was another one I had for 9, but I thought he might be
That's
little
who I was
better
gonna.
than
That's why I talked about being a homer at 10, and y'all were like, no. So thank you. Actually, that's some love.
Yeah, so I actually am fully good with that one.
Make it a couple more picks than Hunter.
All right, I already have a pick at 7. Wait, is it 7? Yeah, 7 made up. Give me Orlando Brown.
Like it.
We're already like each other's picks because we don't know who the fuck they are.
We're gonna look at them and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
So I literally know like 3 more names, and they're like the top 3 linemen in the NFL.
I've got a few in my head.
I don't know who I'm putting it to. I know one.
And the only other one that I can think of is for sure not top 10. I just know him from being on Pat McAfee's show all the time.
There's one in Tennessee I might put up there.
I'm trying to think of his name. I cannot think of it. I know Tennessee's got a good
I don't.
line.
I know I was. Oh no, I thought of that one, and he's
really good.
Yeah,
but
he's top 3.
Oh,
Watt
what's
tore
this
him
guy's
up all
name?
the time. That's the only thing I like about it.
Oh,
That's why I don't hate him. I used to hate him, but he's all right. Watt tore him up.
Oh, I should have put someone else.
There was another guy. There was it was a Detroit Lions tackle. Whenever he came out as a rookie, it was whenever Watt was top of the league. He was like, "I'm looking forward to just taking care of JJ Watt," and I hated him for it. I can't think of his fucking name.
I know who you're talking about. I remember that.
And then whenever the time came, Watt fucking destroyed him that season. It was funny.
Oh my god, I can't think of this guy's name.
What team are you thinking of?
49ers.
Oh, the one that got is like he
got traded from the football team.
Oh, I know it.
God damn it! I keep thinking of like.
Can we give him a hint since he can't think of the name? I don't think he's ever gonna get it.
Well, it's Gooch's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Oh.
Yeah, where does
I keep thinking of names, and they're defensive linemen.
Defensive lineman.
Okay. I have 3 names. I hope you had. Oh no, I've got 4 names. One of them has to be one. One of them y'all hate me.
What am I at 7?
Yeah, 6.
I'm gonna make Wiz so fucking mad.
Don't do it.
Wait, I'm at what? 6?
Don't do it.
Who's 6?
You're 6. I'm 5.
Oh, this is a perfect spot for Zach Martin.
There we go. I'll take it.
I was hoping that I was 6 and not 7.
I'm mad.
That's a good spot for him. I think that's a perfect spot for him.
His age is showing. Like he's not as good as he used to be.
He was injured last year.
He couldn't protect Dak Prescott from getting hurt.
He was injured last year, so he's not going to be 100% this year. That's Wiz's favorite crutch.
I was just saying he hasn't had a bad season yet.
So he's number 6. That's perfect.
Again, the guy on the 49ers, Trent Williams. I'm mad. I think Zach Martin should be over him, but close enough.
Okay, Hunter has 4, and if you fuck up this top 3, because to me this top 3 is the easiest top 3 we've had yet.
I don't know who I'm putting it to.
Well, I'm gonna make it easy for you once I give you 3.
There's 2 names I'm thinking of.
They better not be the 3 I'm thinking of.
Well, one's in the AFC and one's in the NFC, so that really don't help. I feel like it's too late to name the one in the AFC.
What's the team? Too late?
Yeah.
What's the team?
He's in the AFC South.
What's the team?
Are you?
That guy, if we're thinking who you think
I understand who should be 1 or 2. Yeah, no, I'm not thinking about him.
Yeah. Well,
dude, I just forgot that guy's name. I just blank when we do this list. I've
Yeah,
had
I'm
that.
not talking about who. Yeah, I know who y'all talk about as 1 or 2. I'm not talking about him. The NFC one is from NFC South also.
I don't know if I could even name an NFC South team.
The South is that's
I don't know the division's worth of shit in the NFL.
Oh, I do.
the South is the Saints, Falcons,
Bucks, Falcons, and Panthers.
Bucks, and Panthers. Yeah.
Give me Ryan Ramchick from the Saints.
Great pick.
How do you attempt to spell that last name?
It's like RAMC. There's a Y in there somewhere. I don't know if there's an N, but I know that after the C there's a Y.
Okay, so
you can just fix it up later.
Wiz, are me and you thinking of the same AFC South player?
I think so. For one.
Okay,
y'all gotta be.
For two.
For two.
Oh shit! Who's one then? I'm stuck with one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll say him.
You know the one. You have to know the
I'll
number
say him
one.
at 2.
It will. Okay, if y'all say it, then if y'all say the, oh no, y'all go.
All right.
I'll say him
at number 3, we're going David Bakhtiari.
Oh shit! Who's one?
Wait. So Wiz, say number 2.
Quentin Williams.
You fucking cunt. It's Quentin Nelson.
Why does it Williams? Quentin Nelson.
Okay, well then it's another. So I wanted him at 1, but I'll live with this other guy at 1.
Look, there's the 1 and 2 are in the AFC South. Why did you tell me that?
On what fucking team?
I think
that's my division, dog.
I think he's still in the AFC South.
Am I allowed to look?
I wanted him at. You made your last pick. You're good to go.
I know you're not talking about who I think you're fucking talking about. Because he is not the best offensive lineman in the fucking league.
I wanted Quentin Nelson at 1.
This guy ain't top 5 anymore. He should have been between 5 and 10.
Who?
The one I'm thinking of.
Oh my god! Why? Okay, so you know what makes me mad? When you type in any skill player in just type their name in Google and Google them, Pro Football Reference is the very first link to pop up. If you type an offensive lineman into Google, you have to go to page 2 to get to fucking Pro Football Reference.
I hate Pro Football Reference.
Okay. Yes, the player I'm thinking of that I wanted at 2 is still in the AFC South.
I don't want to name him, dog.
Well, who else are you going to name? Who else could possibly be arguably better than Quentin Nelson?
Thank you, Wiz, for fucking this up again.
Gooch got me excited. I thought, okay, there's something
Quentin
better.
Nelson is the best offensive
That's what I thought this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Gooch I didn't think there was 2 in there. So
I forget that the Indianapolis Colts are in the AFC South, and I will show you why.
Oh my god!
Because they're so far away from the fucking Jags and the Titans. Geographically, I can't even think of the fucking word.
On the map.
Geographically, yeah, I can't think of the fucking word. Geographically, they should not be in a South.
In what world is Indianapolis in the South?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Did you look up a map on Amazon?
Well, I just did an image search and clicked on the first link. But anyways,
what the fuck?
The Colts in the AFC South. That's half the reason that I can't think of freaking.
Look, I'm just gonna ask you.
The divisions.
Are you thinking of Luan?
Yes.
I'm not. No. Yeah. No. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Then you better have a gem for number 1.
I am pissed at y'all.
Fuck off.
I'm gonna
pissed at y'all. Taylor
pissed
should
at
have been number 2.
I'm gonna list off.
He should have been 5 through 10. He's not even that great.
We don't have half the names on.
He's been injured.
Top 10 list.
Taylor Lewan's he's been getting hurt.
I mean, at least I prefaced this whole episode by saying that this terrible 10s list was going to be extra shit.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I can't see one fucker that I put at 1. I'm not putting Luan at 1.
Why?
The man has been getting hurt.
We put a player coming off
prone.
injury in the top 10 already.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's been all pro every year he's been in the league.
I can see like two guys who like are even remotely deserving.
But is it two guys that Hunter's possibly gonna think of?
No.
You got to give me some kind of like hint.
Say another guy on the Cowboys make me happy.
Fuck off! I'm not.
Hey, remember this is projections, so this is a hopeful, Hunter. Who do you think is going to be number one next year?
Quentin Nelson.
Yeah.
Other than him.
Dang, Pro Football Reference doesn't even give blocking stats.
I like Brandon Scherf a lot, but I don't want to put him at 1. Oh my god. I'm just trying to think of somebody that's as dominant as Quentin Nelson, and that I just can't. Bill's got a good lineman. Bill's got that racist guy still, Incognito.
No.
He's on the Raiders. Isn't he? He was on the Raiders last time I checked.
He might have retired, but yeah, he was on the Raiders list.
Incognito. I picked up as 1 because he's racist. Browns. Give me.
Is that me? Why does my thing keep making that noise?
Give me Kevin Zeitler at 1.
I have no clue who you're even talking about.
He went from the Browns to the Giants.
Kevin Zeitler?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because ESPN Plus, they split it into interior offensive linemen and tackles, top 10. So I'm going to give us the top 5 of each. Their interior offensive lineman is Quentin Nelson at 1. My bad. Zach Martin at 2. Brandon Scherf,
yeah. That's what I was talking about. Washington.
Frank Ragnow at 4.
Oh, I forgot about Ragnow. Shit.
Joel Bitonio at 5. So then the top 5 guards or tackles are Trent Williams, David Bakhtiari, Laramie Tunsil, Taron Armstead, and Ronnie Staley.
We fucked this list up.
Yeah,
man.
we fucked this list
we
up.
Fucked this
bad. We all.
And you're trying to put Taylor Lewan top 5.
I stand by
think
it.
you should have went with a Scherf.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to go to. I was scared to put him
Brandon
that high.
Scherf.
I really liked Scherf. I mentioned I wanted to put him there.
It blows my mind how y'all know all these offensive linemen.
I mean, it's all respectable names, but it's probably not in the right order. Probably could have plugged a couple in here and there. But
I mean, like I said, I put David Bakhtiari at 3 on the assumption that me and Wiz both had Lewan at 2. And then that would have given you a layup for at 1.
It was a miscommunication. I was like, oh, is there someone else Gooch was thinking of that?
Well, it's because we both said AFC South, and
yeah,
somebody almost said, or you said there was a guy on the Titans, and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember, and I was like, oh, he's got it.
I was thinking that around my number 5 pick. That was my number 5 pick.
Was Lewan?
I would have had Lewan.
Who was the guy on the Titans? I forgot about him after my number 5 pick.
I wouldn't have him higher than top 5.
Yeah.
Well, he's not top 10 now.
Good. I don't fuck him.
Trash.
I kind of like how I picked somebody in the Cowboys division as 1.
On to, speaking of divisions, perfect segue. We are also this episode going to predict our NFL division winners for the upcoming season. I had to I'm pulling up divisions right now because, like I said, I don't even know what the divisions are.
Okay.
All right. So we start in AFC or NFC?
Let's
start NFC.
Okay.
So we'll start with the NFC South.
Okay. I'm making a quick little document so I can write them down as we go. Who wants to start it off?
I think on the NFC South, if we are not all in unison, I will have serious questions. I'd say let Hunter go first, but the train's rolling through again. So
I'm not trained. I'm just eating.
I will go ahead and say that I have the Buccaneers as a lock for the NFC South.
I'm going to agree with you on it being the Bucks.
I already know what Hunter's going to say.
I want to say Panthers so bad, but I'm going
with Sam Darnold's beating Tom Brady. Or
I really thought you were going to try and stir it up with Saints, but
okay.
Oh no!
I forgot that they're
hurt.
Yeah, Michael Thomas might not play next year. He just
and
had his
they're already
surgery.
In quarterback no man's land. So
okay.
All right.
So
on to the garbage can of the NFL, the NFC East. Wiz, go ahead.
I'll let y'all go first.
No, go first. Get it out of the way. Nobody wants to hear this.
The Dallas Cowboys.
All right, I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning it.
Jesus.
They are last, Hunter. Don't be offensive. They're last.
No, you know what? I take that back.
Or the football team.
That was I did that if Watson got traded there. But give me the football team.
I can live with that.
They have an amazing defense. I love their defense.
I'm so torn, but I want to go with Hunter, but I'm like
Giants just have 8-8 written all over them.
I'm falling into like the same trap of like what the Cowboys could be.
Zeke is at his college playing weight.
Shut up. I don't pitch me Zeke. That's like the worst thing you can do to convince me. If you told me Tony Pollard was going to start, I'd pick them right now.
Oh shit! Just don't pick the Eagles.
No, it's between them and the football team. I gotta look at some stuff. I'm just comparing schedules.
We have the easiest schedule.
I know. That's why I just gotta see how close. Like, so the football team has Chargers, Giants, Bills, Falcons, Saints, Chiefs. Yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Appreciate
Fuck you, Gooch.
That hurt. I did not like doing that.
Gooch, I hate you. I feel like
they're in the worst division in football. Like it's not necessarily
the worst
like,
division with the easiest schedule.
It's exactly. It's not like a prop. Like it's not like me praising the Cowboys. It's just their circumstances. Like it's an embarrassment if they don't win that.
Oh
division.
no! I said,
like
if
Washington.
We end up 12-5 or losing in the wild card round.
Washington's going to have a top 5 defense. If you have Fitzpatrick as a quarterback, anything could fucking happen. You have Terry McLaurin.
It's a coin flip of both teams, honestly. I mean, so much can go right and so much can go wrong.
And listen, okay, I know. Before you yell at me, I know he had 2 good games in the playoffs. But you're riding with Taylor Hinkie for an entire season.
Heineke.
He had one good game. Hinkie, who cares? Yeah.
I'm not riding. I didn't say anything about riding with him, but it's just the supporting cast around that team is pretty good. They have a good line.
You know
they have a good second-year running back.
The supporting cast around Andy Dalton last year was pretty good. Look where that got him.
I'm going to say
they had the worst defense.
Shockingly, I know the Cowboys have probably the best all-around offense.
Oh, fuck.
But the best receiver in that division is Terry McLaurin. I will give.
I love him. I love Scary Terry.
Dude, that dude is a fucking beast.
But okay, continuing on.
Oh no, shit, I can think of his name. He's on the Giants.
Not Galladay. He's good, but
NFC West.
No, this is a hard one, but
the hardest.
Look, I got the Rams.
I'll go first. Give me the Rams. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm a Matthew Stafford lover.
Me too.
I'm going
my
Rams.
Texas boy.
I'm going Rams too. But if for some reason it's not the Rams, it's the 49ers.
Yep, I have it. Rams, Niners, Seahawks, Cards. But
yes,
I was gonna do.
I think the Cardinals could make a sneaky push.
I can too. This is the toughest division.
The only thing
the AFC West
holding the Cardinals back is their offensive line. If the Cardinals had a better offensive line, I would lock them in for a wild card.
I'm not a Cardinals believer.
Last team of the division.
NFC
the conference.
North.
Fuck. Yeah, NFC North.
NFC North.
See, what's funny
this
is
might be the hardest one.
I still have my stickers from whenever we were going to do this, like episode 4 or 5. And I had the Packers up there. I'm not having the Packers no more.
I don't think anybody has the trust to go.
I think we're pretty confident that
give me Chicago.
Aaron Rodgers won't be there one way or another.
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
So Vikings have the best receivers. Chicago is it's definitely not the Lions. They're not the Packers. Chicago's
the Vikings or Bears. Well, give me the Bears.
Give me the Bears, and because the Packers will be ass without Rodgers, because the Lions will be ass. Andy Dalton is going to take them to the playoffs. Andy Dalton.
That's not why I'm choosing him. That's not why I'm choosing the Bears. I'm choosing them because of Fields.
But that's a bold prediction by me because the Bears don't want to. They'll be like close. They'll be like at 500. That'll be enough to win that division. They're safe with Dalton.
I also want the Bears, but there are two kind of thoughts. Is that Justin Fields will be the starter by week 3. It could happen before. He could start week 1, but
I could see by the Deshaun Watson situation where he got thrown in the second half of week 1.
Right, but either way, by week 3 or by the end of week 3, Justin Fields will be the everyday starter in Chicago. And my second reason for this pick is I refuse to put any faith in Kirk Cousins.
Me too.
Real quick, Hunter, because I live in Houston, so I always watch Texans games too. Do you remember Deshaun Watson running for his life in his first game against the Bengals?
Yes, a 54-yard touchdown. Dude, I loved it.
Tom Savage. I mean, I don't know if he's a good or bad quarterback. He had no chance. He had no chance behind that line. He had 0.
Oh yeah, that's where Saxonville came from. That's why I cringed when I heard Saxonville.
So this is crazy because during that time, in my fantasy league that year, Watson was a free agent. He was not rostered in my league. And I had my waiver claim for Watson in before that game ended. And then 3 weeks later, he destroyed his knee in a non-pads practice.
Week 6.
That game against the Bengals might be the worst offensive line play I've seen in an entire game ever. Watson, I don't get how they won.
One of my favorite games watching of Watson's career is probably that Seahawks game where he initially tweaked his ACL.
Yes.
That game, I mean, the first play of the game was a 75-yard bomb touchdown to Will Fuller.
He shouldn't have. He should have took some weeks off.
All right. Transitioning to the AFC, we will start with the toss-up, AFC West.
Oh, thank God.
West. I mean, it's the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
I mean,
I would love to say Chargers. I would love to say the Chargers.
I was about to say, if Rodgers gets traded to the Broncos, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I know he is.
Even if he does.
He's retiring?
Exactly. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I would love to pick the Chargers.
I want to say Chargers.
Because I have a man crush on Justin Herbert, but the rest of that team around him, outside of his wide receivers, is just not good enough.
I'm just saying, Herbert's quarterback coach from last year's in Houston.
Yeah, that means nothing. The quarterbacks were fine. It was the rest of the team that sucked.
He came in good week 1.
But anyways, it's a Chiefs sweep. On to...
So far, we have one pick different. That's Hunter.
Okay, well, team. The AFC is much dicier. So AFC East.
Okay.
Give me Bills.
Gooch, you're gonna love me. I'm picking the Patriots.
God damn it! I was really hoping I was gonna be the only one. I thought we were about to go clean sweep on the Bills, and then I was gonna pick the Patriots.
But I think the Bills are gonna implode from the inside. Because do you see Cole Beasley and other players and their GM on Twitter all shit talking each other?
Yeah, it's just to me Josh Allen is really coming into his own He's just I don't see him taking a step back.
I think he might have overachieved
their defense is so good.
The Bills?
Yeah.
So are you picking Pats or Bills?
I'm trying to talk myself into picking Pats because I think the Bills are like the easy choice.
I mean, you got your two tight
Look,
ends.
now that Wiz picked the Pats, they're gonna be the worst in the division now.
No, so you know what? I have to make this interesting for myself. I'm going Patriots. This will give me more invested in the season.
I won the AFC one, or AFC East one. I can tell you that because there ain't no fucking way the Patriots are winning that division.
All right, AFC North.
Y'all are saving heartbreak for the end. I fucking hate y'all.
Well, that to me is the one with the biggest question mark.
Okay, I want last pick here. Y'all go ahead.
What, the North?
On the North.
I got Steelers as last. I can tell you that. I'm torn between.
Yeah, we obviously know who you're torn between because you're not picking the Bengals.
I'm torn between the Bengals and the Browns.
You please pick the Bengals. Just do it.
Only reason
Joe Burrow's back.
The only reason why I'm not doing it is because their defense is suspect. So I'm gonna go with the Browns. The only reason why I'm not picking the Bengals is because of their defense.
The Bengals might have the best offense in that division next year.
Are we trying to piss off Gooch because they didn't pick Sewell?
I don't think they'll regret not picking Sewell.
I don't think so either. That Jamar Chase, Burrow connections are coming right back.
Gooch, what's your pick?
Why are you making me go first?
I said I'm going last. This is second.
Jesus fucking Christ.
First.
Okay, so then just tell me if you're picking the Browns. Or are you picking someone other than the Browns?
I'm picking the Browns.
You motherfucker. See, I don't want to go clean sweep again. Oh, Jesus.
That's why you said please pick Bengals, you bitch.
Well, Gooch.
Well, that Browns. You said that, no, I'm not picking the Browns.
You're not picking the Browns? No, let me tweet that. You're just trying to
pick
change
the Ravens,
it up.
then.
I want to, but I don't like Lamar Jackson.
I don't either, but oh well.
Oh, I mean,
okay.
I want to pick the Steelers, but their locker room's just an absolute mess.
Did y'all see Ben Roethlisberger pulling up the training camp the other day?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he still exists.
He leaned out. He might.
He's on that Tom Brady diet. Fuck me. So who's in the backfield for the Ravens now? They have J.K. Dobbins
and
Justice Hill.
No,
is that?
It's
because it's not Mark Ingram.
He's a decent guy.
Oh, what was his name?
Some short name.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But
and Justice Hill is third.
Isn't? Well, who's the Gus? That's the ESPN commentator.
Gus Johnson.
Gus Bradley.
Gus Johnson. That's. I thought it was Gus Edwards, and then I was like, "That's the ESPN guy." Yeah. So.
And
give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
They draft your guy.
They drafted my guy. Okay, and now
too bad
the long-awaited for AFC South.
Okay, Gooch. I feel like you're gonna pick different than me, so you pick first.
Well, how about?
Hunter, do you want to go first?
Give me the Titans.
Titans, okay.
Even if Watson was to somehow play, I think it'd be between Texans and Titans. But I feel like Titans have the edge. They just have a fucking. They're gonna break some records on offense. I feel like.
Oh, they have Julio Jones this year too.
Exactly. So I'm picking Titans.
I'm picking Titans too. I would like to go Colts if the Colts had a better quarterback.
Okay. Hear me out.
The Titans.
Say it. He's picking.
The Titans are only better than the Colts in wide receiver. That's the only position they're better than that.
Then Ryan Tannehill's not better than Carson Wentz.
The jury is out.
No, it's not.
Wait, time out. You said repeat your statement again. I think
He said that the
sorry,
Titans are only
running
better
backs.
than the Colts in running backs.
No, wide
That's it?
receivers.
Or wide receivers, not
so
quarterback.
You're gonna
No, okay.
So
Derrick
Derrick
Henry
worse.
is great, but the Colts have a great running back room. So I mean, you got to balance things out. Like Derrick Henry is better than any one.
Derrick Henry is the running back room.
Yeah, but the Colts have a good running back.
Even with their backup last year, he ate.
Tell me why Carson Wentz is even in the same conversation as Ryan Tannehill after Ryan Tannehill's last couple of years.
The only thing is Ryan Tannehill got the good O-line. He's got the receivers. And now he's got Julio Jones, I know. And he's got Derrick Henry to take pressure off of him. So Carson Wentz is in a new scheme or new place, old scheme with his old coach, who he was MVP candidate with one of the top 5 defense, top 3 offensive line, and top 5 running back room.
And who's he going to throw the ball to? Exactly. He does not have a target on that entire offense other than Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And if you want to throw in Jack Doyle.
Oh, I hate Jack Doyle so fucking much.
He's consistent. He puts up numbers.
But okay.
But there is no possible way that you can say that the Titans are not an all-around better team than the Colts.
They have
Wiz saying that made me feel much more confident about my pick.
They have Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, and Naaman Hines. Marlon Mack did great 2 years ago.
This makes me want to end the episode right now, honestly.
Naaman Hines and Jonathan Taylor
done.
were great.
So wait, all right, so
done.
who are you saying? Who are you picking? Are you picking the Colts?
I'm picking the Colts.
You
I don't like the Colts.
If you pick the Colts, I'm going to pick the
It
Texans.
sounds like you like them.
No, I'm high on them. I think.
Give me your top to bottom AFC South standings.
Oh, it's Colts, Titans, Jags, Texans.
See, mine's Titans, Colts, Texans, Jags.
What?
Trevor Lawrence.
Really?
The Clemson Tigers would beat the Texans in a game.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going more in depth into this because I want like the off-air conversations that you guys know are gonna happen. So you think what do you think the Jags are finishing record-wise, Hunter?
4-13.
I was about to say over under 5 wins.
I think they get at least
4-13.
6 wins.
Let me look at their schedule.
You know what? And I'm going to say this. They're going to win 3 division games.
I just know I don't see them losing to Houston because Houston, no matter us being a shitty team, 2-14.
Jags have Texans, Broncos, Cardinals, Bengals, Titans, Dolphins, Hawks, Bills, Colts, Niners, Falcons, Rams. This is a fucking tough schedule. Jesus Christ.
Say they come out of the division with 3 wins somehow. Denver's a beatable team.
I mean,
Cardinals.
They'll get 2 from the Texans, so they just got to get 1 more somewhere else.
Last year's Cardinals.
Texans have always had has the Jags number always. When they went 4-12, 2 of those 4 wins were the Jags.
Okay. The Cardinals, if they are like last year's Cardinals, are a beatable team. They play up and down to their competition.
The Cardinals this year is a mess.
Seattle, we know their defense and we know their offensive line. They're beatable any week. Falcons and Jets. There's no way.
Okay, so I think the Jags split with the Colts.
I can see that. Okay, I'm gonna say
this. I mean, like most of the things the Colts do well this coming year, the Jags should have an answer for. Because I mean, like we already said, the Colts' strength is running the football. Well, the Jags' strength is run defense. So I don't know. I think 5 wins is realistic. if they can split with the Colts, I'll call it 6.
Running up and down the schedule, I think if the Jags overachieve as well as possible, there's no way they win more than 8. I don't think there's no way in hell.
8? Jesus Christ. That's
no. So I'm thinking like 7 realistically is like their most. And if they overachieve 8, it have to be.
They would have to split with the Titans to get 7, I think.
I mean, Denver, Arizona, Seattle, and Atlanta are beatable.
Yeah, they could steal one from the Patriots too if the Patriots are cold. But if the Patriots do what I hope they do, then they're not.
9. That's
Jesus. He's gonna have him in the wild card.
While we're at it, week 13.
He's gonna have him in the
week 13 against the Rams. Matt Stafford's ACL is gone by then.
He's gonna have them in the wild card by the time we get done with this episode.
Oh my god! I'm just
okay. So now that I'm looking at the Texans' schedule,
I'm about to say I'm going to and regret asking this, but what do y'all think they're going to finish with?
So you got Packers, Cowboys, Bucks, Jags. Oh, I looked at preseason games. I was because their graphic is terrible.
I'm on ESPN. I like that best.
Jags, Browns, Panthers, Bills, Pats, Colts, Cardinals, Rams, Dolphins, Titans, Jets. All right, so I think
2-15.
So that means
they win week 3 and they win week 12.
Right, we'll write down here. Episode 13 clip. Gotcha.
They're gonna win week 1. He's gonna clip his shit.
Already halfway there. 16 more weeks to go.
I don't know, man.
16.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's right around there. I think if y'all win 3, y'all should throw a parade.
Fuck.
Because, I think for y'all to win 3, y'all have to sweep the Jags and then either the Jets or the Panthers.
That schedule is not easy at all.
The whole AFC South is a really hard schedule this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and then y'all play the best division.
Yeah, because we play the NFC West. NFC West.
West. I thought you said West.
Okay. What else do we have left this episode?
We gotta run through a couple things real quick.
Let me just touch on this real quick with Chandler Jones. I predicted that in episode 8, that he's probably going to win out. News broke today.
Come on, Hunter.
Pat on the back. What do you?
Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking good at this shit. Below 500 prediction.
See, and to me, that's
number 1.
If I'm the Cardinals, I'm devastated by that.
Oh, the Cardinals said they're not going to trade him. They're not willing to.
Because, I mean, that defense low key has a chance to come together and be nice.
Well, yeah, you got Chandler Jones on one side and Watt on the other,
and Zaven Collins behind both of them.
And Jordan Hicks is still there. They haven't traded him yet, so you got Jordan Hicks too.
Right,
I gotta say I don't care.
You got Buda Baker in the back also.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they had a chance to really be a. They could be a
top 10 defense, easy.
Yeah,
I am the Cardinals' biggest hater this year. I think they are going to underachieve greatly, and they have a lot of hype.
I think that's all for NFL.
No one cares about that. MLB.
This hurts me.
Gooch is on my side, and I love it because no one was on our fucking side. Gooch.
I love it. I love the Cleveland Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians.
That's disgusting.
Okay, for one, what are Guardians?
So
how awful of it.
I looked it up.
Guardians of the City.
So yeah, there's a bridge, an old bridge that leads into Cleveland, and the architecture of the bridge has these statues carved into the support beams, and they're these guardian figures, and the lore in Cleveland is that they are the guardians of the city. And so that's where the logo with the wings on the baseball, ties into because the Guardians have helmets that have wings on them, and it's all super cheesy.
No, I love the history behind it. That's why
the ugliest logo I've ever seen. It looks like those logos that like Madden and MLB have pre-made within the games when you relocate your fucking team.
And like,
I
said this. I understood them getting rid of Chief Wahoo. Like, I get it. I
really didn't see a need for them to change the name.
No,
yeah. Well, it wasn't like the Redskins.
I feel like that came out of nowhere. I don't ever remember them saying they're going to change.
They said it. The Indians was coming away soon.
So I said this. What I think they should have done, because the idea is that Indians is not the politically correct term for that demographic of people, and there really was. Other than that, they didn't use any offensive imagery since they got rid of Chief Wahoo, unlike the Redskins. The name itself is not inherently derogatory.
No.
Other than, like I said, it's just not
they just don't want
accepted name.
They don't want to be a logo either. Like they our people aren't a team's logo.
Mascot.
Well, yeah.
So what I think they should have done from a politically correct standpoint is that you guys don't like Indians? All right. New mascot. The Cleveland Native Americans.
Okay. my argument to the our people shouldn't be a mascot thing is that, well, the Vikings are
Patriots.
I mean, no one cares about white people.
What were Vikings?
White people, Scandinavians,
blondes.
Hitler's favorite.
Viking, Scandinavia. Because you imagine Scandinavians came out and said, "You change the Vikings," no one would give a shit.
Yeah, that's their culture. They're misappropriating the Viking culture.
I mean, the Cowboys are misappropriating fucking cowboy culture.
Exactly. I grew up in the country. I am deeply offended by that. If you're gonna use my culture for your team, be better than 6 wins.
Just to chop it all up, it's just the society that we live in, the culture that we are in today. This wouldn't have happened.
And the other thing was
culture is prominent.
How is there a team in New York called the Jets when a jet crashed into the Twin Towers?
Jesus, Wiz. Fuck.
That's not where I was expecting you to go with that.
Hey, he's allowed to say it. He's Arabian. That's why I'm low-key scared of our trip, because you know what day it starts? You know when all our friends are flying in?
Everyone's 9/11. On the 11th. I've never made myself cry so quick. I regretted that mid-sentence, and I was like,
gotta see it through.
He's like, I already started. I can't just stop and say never mind.
Someone write this timestamp down.
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Shit. All right. Is there anything? Do we need to cover this other? No.
Look, I told you it's going to take me less than a minute. My team,
hit it.
My hockey team, the Seattle Kraken, had their expansion draft. I watched the entire thing. Did not know what the fuck was going on the entire time. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, like trying to see how an expansion team happens. I liked how the NHL did it, to where every team got to protect one player. And
just one?
Yeah.
Damn.
They got to protect one player every team, and so that left the Kraken to be able to pick one player off of every team, except for the Knights, because the Knights are still pretty new. So that's 30 players they got to pick.
See, that's messed up though, because like I get the idea behind that, but the Knights won a championship.
No, they
didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't reach the finals twice.
They've reached
the final in their first 2 years or 3 years.
They're 3 years.
First year.
Yeah, first year they made it, and they've lost in like the
first round.
Those final. No, they've lost like right before the finals.
So how many years have the Knights been around? 3, 4.
4.
Okay, so they've reached the finals 50% of the time. I think they can give up a player.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too, but I guess there was some kind of rule that blocked it.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked watching this strategy, because they didn't go for proven vets. They built for young people that had big years or were beginning to blossom. I thought it was pretty neat watching it. I'm looking forward to kind of teaching myself hockey and learning how to.
Hunter, I've got a question. Feel free to say no. As I've said before, I've tried to be a Golden Knight fan, and it's been 4 years. I haven't watched much. I haven't been able to get into it. Can I transition to the Kraken with you?
No.
And we get in on this together?
No.
Okay.
No, you're a hardcore Knights fan.
So I watched like 2 of their games.
You have sucked them.
Yeah, you have declared publicly on air your Knights fandom.
Yeah.
Look, let me have my hockey fandom, dog. It's a badass name in my opinion. That's a fucking mascot to have. A fucking Kraken. The logo is sick. The team color scheme is sick. I fucking love
their alternate logo is badass.
I fucking love everything about this team. Watch them just fucking suck for 12 years because I'm a fan.
Oh my god. And I'm gonna get shit on now for being a Knight fan. I'll try. Maybe if we just watch some games together or talk about it, I can get into it. I can't get into it alone.
All right, let's move on to lows and highs. Lows. Just realized I jinxed the Kraken, so now I'm going to have another poverty team to follow.
Work sucks.
Fuck yeah.
I hate work.
I hate work.
The person who got the lead over me is back from her ACL tear. ACL tear. She doesn't do anything. She sits on her phone all day. Like, she tells me that there's emails that have been sent. I'm like, yeah, I know. So and so sent me an email. I'm doing like 10 other things right now. I'll get to it. You don't need to tell me. So, she's not even my boss. So I don't know why the fuck she's telling me this shit. So if it keeps up, we're gonna have an issue, and I'm gonna have to talk to my supervisor. I hate work now. I went from loving it to hating it because she's back.
My low for the week is that I will be canceling my trip to Texas next weekend that I've been hyping up for like 2 months on this podcast.
That's a low.
Well, I've got to transition. Give me a second. I'm going to transition to actually not 1, but 2 highs. So it's a low because I've been looking forward to this trip. I had really good seats. We're going to stay in a badass brand new hotel, but we had to cancel it because it is on the same weekend that we will, fingers crossed, be closing on our new house. Our closing date is projected for August 30th. So fingers crossed, by the next time we record an episode, I will be a full-fledged homeowner.
Real quick, before you go on to your next thing, did anyone ever any of your friends or family? Remember you said like this is the only place y'all are going to hear about this on our pod?
So I had 2 people actually reach out. So one was obvious. Actually, he hasn't said anything, but I know he heard it because he listens to every episode. But he's kept it super quiet. And then another one is a ex-coworker of mine that I didn't even know listened consistently.
Oh, I remember that. I remember you telling me about that.
And I mentioned it to him in a conversation. He was like, yeah, I know, I heard it on the podcast. And my head got real big real fast.
But so your family's fake though?
Oh yeah, my whole family's fake. Neither of my parents have said anything. My sister, if my sister knows, the only way she knows about it would be through Mikhail, but she hasn't said anything. Literally, no. Actually, Mikhail hasn't even said anything. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's just keeping it like super under wraps.
So are you roasting him? Like they're like, oh, why didn't you tell us? Be like, well, I announced it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. That's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. Like, it's like I literally won't say anything until after closing is done Friday, and then as soon as I get we had no idea, what, we didn't even know. That's great. It's gonna be it's on below 5. I mentioned it like on 3 episodes of below 500.
If you find it, I can clip it for you.
But transitioning into a collective high for the 3 of us, canceling the Texas trip opened me up for the first ever below 500 in-person meetup for NFL Week 1, Jags versus Texans.
The team that y'all shit on the most.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever like said it, but we've
very good or very bad for me.
We've started a podcast together, and we've never even fucking seen each other
in person. Never met in person.
Yeah, I don't know if we've said that on here before, but
I don't think we have. We never went through like the history, the backstory.
of how we met or anything. That's a whole nother explanation. But yeah,
our
looking forward to
10,000 subscriber, story. We're like, this is how we met.
Yeah, that'll be our episode 100. Okay. We'll give the history. The three of us, your three co-hosts, as well as about a half dozen other friends will be...
Just 9 total, dog.
9 total.
Yeah, half dozen other. 3 + 6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Gooch is right.
Gooch, all right. The math.
R.I.P. the Crockett public school system.
I didn't go to Crockett. I went to a different one.
The Tascasita where I went. Let's go, Hunter.
Y'all went to the same high school?
No, just...
that's where I would have went. If I would have stayed there, it would have been at Tascasita. Me and Wiz grew up in the same area. Didn't even know it.
Yeah. We just went to different middle schools, right? Something like that.
Elementaries.
But yes, anyways, there will be 9 of us total in an Airbnb that is yet to be decided.
We better get the badass one. That one.
I'm just saying, I spent forever. Not even forever. I spent like 30 minutes. I found an amazing one.
Dude, I don't even care that it's like, because I was looking like real close to the stadium. I don't care if we spend an extra $30 for
17 minutes.
I know.
Also, though,
like 5 minutes.
I didn't mention this in the group message planning all this, but are we sure, based off of his track record, it's a good idea for Hunter to pick the Airbnb?
See, I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, that's why I mentioned
this place
it. I mentioned it yesterday. I didn't pick the one in Texas City. Somebody else picked it. I booked it.
Okay, that makes me feel significantly better.
But this one,
that's why I mentioned that yesterday. You didn't. I guess you missed it, but I mentioned it in the chat yesterday. I was like, now I'm not gonna book this one on my name, mainly because last time I booked one, it went to shit. However, I did not pick that one, guys, and no, I guess nobody saw it.
I saw it.
Well, I think we'll let the influencer with the promising modeling career book this one.
Yeah, because I can tell y'all this, we might have fun, we might get wild, but I'm one of, out of the 9 people there, I'm the most likely not to wreck shit. So I'm not putting that shit in my name.
Sober.
Ashley puts a hole in the wall.
I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Ashley turns into the fucking Hulk the second she has one shot.
Oh god.
So she's like sliding down the stairs and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, but yeah, so teaser.
She throws Wiz on the bed too hard and breaks it.
Jesus.
Hunter, we're sharing a room now.
No, the fuck we're not.
I mean,
I don't want to wake up to hearing macaroni, dog. I'm good.
We've came around. If that guy's paying for half, we're sleeping in the same room, Hunter. It's okay.
The couch is always available.
Hunter, just go use the restroom for like 30 seconds. It'll be all right.
30 seconds. Like I said, I will sleep on the couch.
I'll come wake you up when it's over.
Unless you just want to hear like
your snoring will cover up.
September
9/11.
Well, I was gonna say
13th.
Post September 13th. So around the midpoint of September, look for some extra additional bonus below 500 content, as well as a possible collab with another podcast.
Oh yeah.
We've not even mentioned this to them yet. So
just if y'all want to record,
I'll just get drunk and forget to record everything.
Or don't get off right after this for one, Scooch, because I'll ask something real quick. Give me 5 minutes. Come on.
Okay. But yes.
Okay.
I'm already pitching a collab that we haven't even pitched to them. Surprise. But yes, that was the big piece of news that I was biting my tongue on for pretty much the entire episode.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that is all I have for this week.
My last high, besides, or I should have said, now I can go back for like a little bit of low. It's gonna be the longest month and a half ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure.
We booked the ticket or bought the tickets today, and as soon as I bought it, like realization set in of how far away this is.
Yeah, like now that we're monetarily like,
because we were like, okay, we gotta buy.
We've spent like the last 2 days planning this.
Oh, well, no, the last 2 days is what you've known about it.
Yeah,
I know. Well, like I've spent the last 2 days. This started off like a month ago.
It's me and Hunter like, hey, you want to do a double date to the Texans game? That's why Ashley's still along. Because
no, this originally started because I talked to Eric and Andy into coming.
Oh yeah,
Texans opener. And Wiz was like, if you come, me and Ash will come. He's like, you could double date, and I was like, maybe, yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, just to be fair, you didn't talk Andy into shit. Eric had to beg Andy to buy.
Well, yeah.
Well, no. So
Well, no,
Andy came around because they
one of
have
their
another
friends
friend buying them
came up.
tickets on the 50-yard line. I'm pissed.
I think front row too.
Front row, yeah. We have pretty good tickets. They're like in zone, not right behind the
They're
field
like
goal posts.
10 rows up.
Yeah, 10 rows
Yeah,
up.
row M.
A
with the letters
perfect,
M.
a perfect view for Trevor Lawrence's first ever touchdown pass to Tim Tebow.
Oh, I'm killing myself. I swear to God, I will walk off and y'all will never see me again.
I swear, like that's why, like I've never been more invested in a football game that wasn't the Patriots, because I give zero shits about the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I will be decked out in Jags gear just so that I can get absolutely insane if they win that football game.
I bought me a Davis Mills shirt. I'm rocking. I'm full out.
I might buy a Trevor jersey or a Trevor shirt, one of the two.
Well, yeah, enough of that for a minute. But other high would be I went to a chiropractor because I've had really bad lower back pain for like 8 months. Come to find out, my spine is curved like a C.
Nice.
Well, where's it curved at?
The bottom.
Bottom. Oh.
Yeah, because my hip, apparently my pelvis bones, they're not even. Mm-hmm. And so which caused my spine to curve. He cracked my back. I feel like a new fucking man, let me tell you.
You need to go back to that doctor. Tell him to shove that diet up his ass.
No shit.
Hunter, I've got scoliosis, but it's on my upper spine and it's to the side. So I don't know if you like, I always move around. I'm never comfortable.
Oh, tell me, Gooch, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Your back hurts because you need a diet. Fuck you. My back hurts because my spine is a C.
Yeah. Get a brace. It's going to suck.
Jesus. Well, no, I've appointments set up with my chiropractor. He's in the process of getting it back aligned.
You better set one up for September 10th.
I'm going to do one like right before the trip. Wiz, you got anything else?
I think I'm good. I'm going to add some things or talk to you about some things after.
Take us out, Hunter.
All right. Well, I want to give like a little something before I close it out. You know, usually we're all fun and games, but I want to end it with a little words of encouragement this week.
Where's this going?
No, it's just something I've been struggling with, and it's been.
Oh, now I feel
been rough. Yeah, no. But if you struggle with your mental health, keep in mind that you're important. Somebody out there loves you. It's really hard to feel that or talk yourself into that. But if you have a good support system around you, you'll feel it. They'll let you know. If you think that you're not strong enough to help yourself in your situation, there's many people willing to help you. If you know anyone that struggles with their mental health, just talk to them, see what you can do to help them. It's our job as like a civilized human being to just be kind to someone, be kind to anybody around you. You don't know what somebody's going through any single day. There was somebody yesterday, he was being real like kind of a dick at the bar, and come to find out that his wife died 3 days before that.
Jesus.
It just, you never know what somebody's going through. Just be kind to whoever, be kind to everyone. If you don't take anything away from this episode, just take this little bit with you. Thank you all for listening. Follow us on Twitter at below500pod. Click the link in that bio. You can find all of our socials and other ways to tune in. Peace out.
See ya.